We're just days away from Thanksgiving, but the Daily Bread Food Bank has only reached 50% of its fundraising goal for the holiday. With details on the need for more donations and how you can get involved, we're joined now by Neil Hetherington, CEO of Daily Bread. Good morning, Neil.
Good morning, Mark.
So we need to get a better idea of just how important the Thanksgiving drive is specifically. We hear from you around the year, but this time is more important than most.
Well, it's never been more critical. And the reason it's never been more important is because now 1 in 10 Torontonians gets their food from the Daily Bread Food Bank and food charities across the city. And, I mean, 1 in 10, it never was that way. We've gone from serving some 60,000 per month. And then last month, it was over 330,000 client visits served by this location alone. And so we are providing those individuals who are food insecure with some relief each week. And the Thanksgiving weekend is just an opportunity for everybody to show their sense of values and their sense of care for the community.
We're seeing lots going on behind you right now. Just tell us a little bit more about what's happening.
Well, it's wonderful to have corporate groups that come out on a daily basis. Today, Fidelity and RBC will be out sorting food, and that's what is wonderful about that is they're not only volunteering, but they also are an army of individuals who are able to advocate for change. So we need to feed the need now. We know that, and that's why we're asking people this Thanksgiving to make a food or a financial donation to the Daily Bread Food Bank. But we also need to advocate for systemic change, and that's what these armies are doing day in and day out.
Well, speaking of that, obviously these are some deep-rooted issues in terms of affordability in our city, in our region right now, of course. When we talk about that, what's at the grassroots level? What's actually happening that is leading to this point, in your opinion?
Well, it's not simple, that's for sure. But it all really boils down to the lack of the development of new, decent, affordable housing and income supports. So we look at individuals, for example, on ODSP. They receive about $1,300 a month. Well, nobody can survive on $1,300 a month unless they have friends, family, and the Daily Bread Food Bank and food charities to be able to support them. And so income supports, that's something that we can tackle as a nation through the Canada Disability Benefit. But I'm hopeful as we look at positive things like a universal school nutrition program. That's going to help with meals that are absolutely necessary for students across the city of Toronto. But most hopeful, I want to see decent, affordable housing built all across Canada so that food bank usage is eliminated.
Now, the goal has been set for $4.6 million this year, 200,000 pounds of food. Give us a better sense of what you're in need of in terms of the food donations.
Well, it's anything that you would like to put on your table. So it's things that are high in protein, things that you find tasty. Those are the types of foods that we'd ask people to donate. We're asking that people make a monetary donation because we are incredibly efficient at the Daily Bread Food Bank at getting food sourced at a lower cost. And then, for some people, they can't provide food or funds. And in those cases, we're hopeful that they will advocate. In all cases, actually, we're hopeful that they will advocate, that they will talk to any elected official and say, today is the day to reduce poverty in our country.
Give us a better sense of your role in all of this. Obviously, there are member food banks across the GTA. You're asking for more money this year than probably you ever have, perhaps less food over the last couple of years. So explain the process to us.
Yeah, so the Daily Bread Food Bank is the primary food bank across the city of Toronto. We supply about 200 food programs with the food that they need. So pretty well everyone in the city of Toronto can walk to a food bank, and that's probably one that has received their food from this location. We've had to go from $1.5 million purchasing food per year to $29 million worth of food purchases. And all that does is provide 3 days worth of food for every single client that needs it across the city of Toronto.
Neil Hetherington, CEO of the Daily Bread Food Bank. Thanks for your time. Best of luck this week.
Thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving.